Welcome back, guys, to the Khaos Kreed Podcast, where I bring you committed messages for the rebel-minded and take my position as a messenger to inspire you to find your purpose and follow your creed. Alright, guys, here we are again, back with the podcast. Man, I cannot wait to figure out what exactly I'm trying to dial in perfectly with this podcast, making sure I have enough background music. I think my mic is too close to my computer. It's picking up the hum of the PC. And always trying to take off my dog's collar before I record so that he can't shake and give a bunch of background noise. Besides that, he actually stays in the back pretty quiet. I have yet to pick up on his snoring or his dreaming yet on the podcast, so we're doing pretty good. Instead of my anxiety about it, though, I get so hyped about recording. Seriously. I just have trouble week to week finding the best things to talk about, and it'll come between, getting good feedback and talking to people and experience. That's where I really need help from you guys, from you other men. I want to be able to talk about problems that we're all having. I want to collaborate on a bunch of this stuff. 7 to 1,000 heads is better than one, right? Anyway, I did find a topic for this week, even though it's actually a little tough to talk about because I myself am still figuring out what it is. That's the whole idea of confidence. Is confidence an instinctual thing? Is it a constant? What should we be confident about? When do we need to be? And do we ever not? Are we ever not confident? These are the types of questions I'm always asking, but mostly on the inside, to myself. It's been such a journey for me to just figure out what this shit means. For a lot of reasons, I lacked confidence in my past, like about everything. Riding motorcycles, totally doubted myself riding motorcycles. Always thought that I was going to make a mistake. I didn't know when I was going to screw up, how I was going to screw up. Working my first real job, I was scared shitless every time I worked for someone else because I was so afraid of screwing up. And when I did, dude, the world was going to end. My boss would not only fire me, but light my car on fire probably, and take my family for ransom. And talking to girls, that's actually still a problem, as ridiculous as it sounds at the age of 31. But as we talk through this stuff today, I'll tell you what's changed and why. The biggest thing I want to get across is that the knowledge you get from someone else may make complete sense, but actually feeling that and enduring the fear to face situations is not easy, and even harder to understand that fear. Understanding that fear tends to take a lot of digging into your past, because your past is the key to your future. I know, probably sounds cliche. Sound super corny maybe? But seriously, who you are is because of your past. That is just fact. So, as I've said all over my other social media, your past is not there to be sad about. Your past is there to reflect and find answers. I've been doing it for a couple of years, and damn, has it made a difference in how I see myself. Firstly, I want to talk about where we lack confidence and what we can do about it. Through my own experience, without even telling you guys any story, your best confidence comes from being real. And what does that mean to be real? Being real in this time of the world, it means to be everything that you love, everything that you want to say, everything you hate about yourself, everything that you're bad at, everything you dream of, and expressing all of that freely to the world. This is how I see it. Not to get attention, but to be honest. When your heart tells you to express who you are, it's telling you to connect. This one has honestly been really, really tough for me. Just when I think I'm being real, someone tells me I'm not, or my cell tells me I'm hiding something. But when I do uncover something I'm hiding, it makes me face myself. And when I face myself, I hate it. And if I hate it, I have the challenge of accepting it. When I accept it, I can express my whole heart to myself and to others about what it was. Even this may take some time to do, but that's where the confidence comes. When you make yourself vulnerable and realize that you're not going to die because of it or be shamed for it, and people are going to connect with you because you're being human, that's confidence. And doing this over and over compounds the effect. For example, I'm not good at flirting with women. I never have been. Part of that is because of shame. part of that is because of the lack of confidence. I always tried so hard to be good at it. So much in a way that I had anxiety attacks about me being bad at it. About me not being real about it. It felt so wrong to me the way that I was approaching women. Every man expressed it as some sort of game, and I felt repulsed by that type of action, that type of game. I wanted to love like Top Gun. I wanted to love like in The Notebook, Dirty Dancing, The Man from Snowy River, and holy shit, Romeo and Juliet. FYI, did you know that the portrayal in that movie actually is romanticizing a satire? New to me, but anyway, this is the guy that I wanted to be. Always. And guess what? When I'm real with myself, that's still the romantic life that I want. Deep down, confidence again, is me not giving a damn what anyone thinks and sticking to what I want and loving myself for it. Lack of confidence for most men comes not being good at things, I think. Most of us are trying to be this strong, reliable, witty man. The man that never is caught off guard, that always wins the fight, and will save the world, basically. We're all Superman, right? Or that's who we all want to be. So, when men realize they have to, I say have to because this is how most of us think, when they realize they have to fill these shoes, they shoot for the most obvious way of fixing the problem. They learn skills. Why? Because the world will always need skilled people. That's why we are what we are. That's how we've created this world. Many, many, many skilled people. And men know that having skills means you're needed. And if you're needed, then that's super easy to be confident about. The problem is that we bury everything else outside of our skills. If we have a skill, and it pays our way, then we're doing well, right? But then, why do I suck at flirting with women? Why do men, the majority of, suck at understanding women? Why do we break hearts? Why do we become workaholics, alcoholics, asshole dads, passive-aggressive alpha males, addicts? And then, on the other side, why are we damn good at being dedicated to the gym, creating successful businesses? Why are we amazing craftsmen, unstoppable mechanics, UFC fighters? You see what this is, guys? Most of us men are great at these external skills because these things come naturally to us. It's how our brains are instinctively wired. These things are logical. Mathematics, science, engineering, technicalities, we just get it. We're fixers. We're fixers of things. But we're forgetting all the things we suck at. If half of what makes us human is what we ignore, all the things we suck at too, then we lack confidence. Men just always want to be the best. And you can be. At many things, guys. But ignoring the rest means you're only being the best at being a man, not at being a human. Men refuse to admit that they suck at things. You can't be the best at everything, and it would be unnatural to, seriously. But you can accept that there are things where you need work. And miraculously, when you can admit where you need work, then you automatically take action to make it better. Why? Because we're men, remember? We like to fix. Seeing these things isn't the easiest thing to do, because we ignore them so easily. We don't even realize there's work to do. We hide them away, we shame over them, we bury them. But these things that the most of us suck at are the things that will make us well-rounded men. Seriously well-rounded. We can be more loved, deeply adored, easily trusted and wanted by other people, by women. The war we face is the one of emotional intelligence. Does it hurt to hear these words? Yeah, probably. I hope it does. But learn what it means, because this will make you a badass. And by the way, this war doesn't end. You'll always be working on EI, emotional intelligence. So, what's the easiest way to gain confidence then? If we accept where we lack, then how do we gain it? Well, like I said, firstly, accept it. Then decide that you're going to do something about it. Show your vulnerability and become transparent with the world. Let them know all of who you are. The easiest confidence boost is the one you gain when you tell the world that the truth about who you are and seeing that they accept you and love you for it. What I've found for myself is that you have to crash and burn with all its glory. Never try to hide the wreckage. When things go to shit, don't try to recover first thing. Don't try to stand up and act like nothing ever happened. Lean into the failure. Love the flaw that made it happen, then work on fixing it. Every time you ignore what happened and its collateral damage, you never learn the lesson that was there to be taught. Laugh at your failures, guys. Tell people about them. People will relate. And that's ultimately what people want, is relatability. They want to connect with you, and they will adore you for it. Stop worrying about things being perfect. Perfection is unreal, and you look like an asshole. Challenge yourself to try all the things that aren't easy. The things with your heart, the things with your soul, the things that make you feel like less of a man, the things that make you feel emasculated, the things that make you feel not as confident. Tell your girlfriend sorry, and that she's right. She probably is anyway. Don't make an excuse, and don't bring her into the blame. Take responsibility for it all. Praise another man for kicking your ass or something. Praise means no passive-aggressive shit. Don't take the easy road out, you sissy. Tell people you don't know. When someone comes to you for help or advice and you legitimately do not know, just fucking say so. Don't be a liar. Confidence is saying you don't know, then saying you'll work your ass off to find the answer. All these things should be a good start to seeing where we lack confidence as men, at least for me, and a few small steps to figuring out how to gain it in the areas we need it most. So I would love to hear your feedback, guys. This was a short podcast today, but I wanted to get this out there. I wanted you guys to really pay attention to what confidence is and where we can gain it and where we can not only control it, but we can thrive in it. And I'd love to hear your feedback, gentlemen. I can't do this stuff without you guys. We need opinions and outside perspectives to find the best answers to the thing we call life. Until next time, guys, let me know in the comments what you think, and follow me here on the Khaos Kreed Podcast and on IG as the Creed Soldier. Let's make waves, guys. You men are my greatest allies. Stay rebel-minded, my friends.